Hi, my name is David Fleming from Disciples Ignited, and we are studying gems in the Gospel of John, devotional thoughts throughout the Gospel of John. Now, we've been studying about how Jesus died on the cross and then he was put in a tomb. Today, I want to read to you John chapter 20, verse 1, and the Word of God says, and I'll be reading to you from the NIV. Early on the first day of the week, while it was still dark, Mary Magdalene went to the tomb and saw that the stone had been removed from the entrance. Well, that's all that John tells us about the stone being removed, but Matthew's gospel gives us more detail. So let's turn to Matthew's gospel. I'll be reading to you Matthew 28, starting with verse 1. After the Sabbath, at dawn on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to look at the tomb. There was a violent earthquake, for an angel of the Lord came down from heaven and, going to the tomb, rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothes were white as snow. The guards were so afraid of him that they shook and became like dead men. Then the angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you are looking for Jesus, who was crucified. He is not here. He is risen, just as he said." So we see that Jesus had been put in the tomb. He had died on the cross and was laid in the tomb, and they sealed the tomb with a stone. And we read from another gospel account that the Roman government had put seals on the stone so that it could not be opened without breaking the seal, ensuring that no one was going to break in the tomb and steal the body of Jesus and falsely claim that he had been raised from the dead. But when Mary Magdalene got to the tomb early that morning, she found that the stone had already been rolled away. Now, we read in Matthew's account that it was an angel that did this. But what I want to point out to you today is, why did they roll the stone away? Was it for Jesus' sake? No, because we read later on that Jesus in his glorified body could go through physical objects. He could walk into a room and not use the door. And so Jesus was glorified. He was not bound in the physical limitations of a physical body. Although his body was physical, it was glorified. And so they didn't move the stone. The angel didn't move that stone for Jesus' sake. He could have just walked right through it. So who did he do it for? He did it for those who were going to see that Jesus had been raised from the dead. He did it for Mary, so that Mary could go in that tomb and see that Jesus was no longer there. He did it for Peter and the other disciples who checked it out and saw that Jesus was no longer there. You know, when we think about God moving that stone, it really is a lesson to us that God does so many things, not for his sake, but for our sake. God didn't need that stone moved. He could have walked right through it. But he did it for us. He did it for Mary. He did it for Peter. He did it for John, so that they could see what God had done. I want you to start looking at your life and realizing that so many things that God does for you, it's not for his sake. He's doing it all for you, to encourage you, to help you, to strengthen you, because he loves you. And he's showing you that he is going before you, making the way, revealing his victory that he has already accomplished. So just as he moved that stone for Mary and John and Peter and the other disciples, he's doing things for you today to encourage you, to help you, to strengthen you. So just realize God's doing so many things that he does, not for his sake, but to help us for our sake. So let's just give him praise and give him thanks, and let's tell him that we thank him that he's watching out over us. Thanks be to the Lord. And join with me again tomorrow, because we have some more gems in the Gospel of John that we want to be sharing with you. So we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.